Welcome back to part 25 of Pokemon Emerald. Last time, we lost to Liza and Tate and Liza. This time, we found a rare candy. Heyo! This time, we're going to do something a little different. I need to grind, and I've been saying I need to grind, and it's been like a week or so since I've actually recorded this. So, I figured... That was weird. The sound sounded really weird. I figured what we'd do is actually do something a little, like I said, a little different. So, let's take a look at the map. I'm going to do some exploring. We're going to do some exploring. So we have this big old long water route, or this section of routes here. We were in Moss Deep. I came just a little bit south of it. So we have Sootopolis City. Can't really get there yet. There's also Evergrande City. Can't really get there yet either. So we're going to just head on south and head to Pacifidlog Town. There's also a cave up here. Shoal Cave. So we will head over there. Oh god. Hunter's house. We've been there. Yeah, I figured we'd just head south and head west, rather. Fight some people, get some experience. I'm probably going to cut the battles out, potentially, possibly. But I figured I could pick up some of the items, because this is a big old long water route. And there are lots of little inlets and sandbars around. People like this we can fight. But honestly, if there's not, like... I probably won't do any battles, honestly. I'll still do battles off screen. Oh, keep this area in mind for later viewers. Kind of nice little sandy nook. I mean, I might do some of the double battles like this. That's not a double battle. I just assumed he was looking at somebody. It's crazy. Fisherman. These guys, unlike the last game, you can't actually interact with them from the shore. They're like on a different plane of existence. We'll fight these though. The sunlight seems to be more harsh than this area. You're looking awfully tough. I wonder if I can win. No, you can't. You're going to drown, and there's no lifeguard to save you. Well, that was dark. Carly and Harrison. Harrison and Carly. I'm training up Roxas and Nemo here because I think they'll be most useful. I think. Kind of makes sense. But then again, they probably won't because Earthquake will wreck everything. Completely and utterly destroy them, so it probably won't be helpful at all. But what's going on? Today is currently Friday. I've said this like 3 times already. Friday, January 21st, 2022. Shortly after recording the last 2 Sonic parts, Sonic Paint and Robotnik's Return. Yeah, those are games. Those are games. It's currently, like a week out from Pokemon Legends Arceus. I saw the little game preview. I'll be honest, I'm not exactly excited. I have the thing preloaded on my console, on my Switch, and I'm really not that excited. I thought I'd be more excited. I don't know if it's because it just looks like a big open world that's somewhat bland, and I'm a huge fan. Like, I realize the reason why I like these Pokemon games are because of the cityscapes and the fact that I talk about this a little bit in the Sonic Robotnik Returns video. Go watch my video. But I appreciate like the characterization of a city and all the stuff that's in it and how they managed to create those in these top-down RPGs. Like, it just, I don't know, being able to take what are just like a collection of houses and buildings and people and give them their own character and make them feel like unique spaces in a game that's just, a bunch of numbers and whatnot. Oh, it's Evergrande City. That's easy. Yeah, I don't know. I just really like that. Like how in this game, for example, Moss Deep feels different than Slateport and Sootopolis and all those places. I can't go up this way because we don't have Waterfall yet. And even if we did have it, we couldn't use it yet. But yeah, I don't know. I really like cities. And going back to a rural region like Hisui, which is like the prehistoric, I don't know what they called it, but the ancient version of Sinnoh. I mean, like, I'm sure it'll be cool and seeing like how they take inspiration from Diamond and Platinum and Pearl and all that, but then also kind of translate it into a newer game. I'm sure that'll be really cool. But at the same time, it's like, it just looks kind of empty, so I'm not really excited for that, but we'll see how it goes. I'll probably do an episode or 2 for the channel. Though I'm somewhat miffed because, oh my god, where am I? No wonder, I'm a mess. Alright, so let's go to Shoal Cave first, because I know I can get there. How about that? How about that? I'm just like way off. That's the thing. I completely lose my train of location when I mean, oh, this just listen. Just listen. Like, you don't understand. Like, coming from the original games and then getting to this game where, like, this is some of the most, like, this is some of the, like, the best handheld graphics I had seen at the time. Like, there's little else I think could compare to this. And, I'm still blown away by how they managed to make this world come to life. We'll fight these chicks. Make a secret base over here. Let's fight this chick. A funny old man lives in the Shoal Cave. Someone told me. Are you going to see him too? I don't know why he lives in the cave. Like, he could just visit. He doesn't have to live here. Senior and Junior, Kim and Iris would like to battle. Where they have Swablu and Numel. He's trash. He's total garbage. Swablu, die. God, like, how did you get this far? Wait, how did they get to the sandbar without a Pokemon that knows Surf? Like, okay, maybe... Well, Swablu couldn't have flown them there because he can't fly to this location. Well, I mean, granted, it is Pokemon, and clearly people interact with this world differently than the player can because they're freaking swimmers, and we can't swim. But then again, we're like a 10-year-old, so maybe we never learned how to swim. I don't know. It's crazy. Did their expressions change? I feel like the one girl was definitely not. I have to look back at that. I feel like one girl was definitely not mouth ajar. You planning on going deep in there? I'm always planning on going deep in there. How about bringing me back some shoal salt and shoal cells? I can make you something good if you bring me the ingredients. Alrighty, so here we go. This is a, I don't know if you call it. It's not a side quest. Is this a, wait, did my repel? No, it didn't. Okay, I just don't have a repel on. Yeah, you wouldn't really call it a side quest, an optional area, perhaps. It is Shoal Cave. Shoal Cave is interesting because you can get the Shell Bell. The Shell Bell is an interesting item. Everything is interesting. Shell Bell restores, I think it's like, what, is it 1/8 of the holder's HP? Or is it some other amount of HP? I don't remember, but, oh god. The Shell Bell, it restores HP every turn, and I mean, it's a useful enough item to have. But as the old man said, you need 4 shoal salts and shoal shells, 4 of each. Say that 5 times fast. Shoal salt, shoal shells, shoal shells, not gonna work. But yeah, here are your shoal salts. Nope, shoal shells. Jesus. And there's some other items here. But the whole thing with this cave is that, in line with the time clock, there's not a lot of stuff that takes advantage. Well, there's actually a decent amount of stuff that takes advantage of the time clock. Despite there not being a day and night cycle like in the last game, a visible day and night cycle, there still is day and night. And so things like, obviously, the sales at the department store, as well as the growth of berries, are governed by time. But also, the Shoal Cave here, every 4 hours, the tide changes. So there's 2 levels of tides, I believe. This, I'm pretty sure, is low tide, and then there is high tide. Oh, it's my guy. I'm catching him. Look at him rolling. He's a winking mofo. It's just so adorable. All right, hit him with Surf. This shouldn't kill. If it kills, he's trash. If it kills, he's trash. Okay, we're catching him. We're catching this move. I might freaking get rid of Nemo. Like, I might just get rid of him because Spiel. That's Seal. That's so stupid. I just realized there's Seal and then there's Spiel. By this generation, they're already reusing freaking pokes. Like, it's a Seal, but it's round. Did I just pass the balls? There's the balls. Spiel is cool. I just like him. He's so round. I'm sure he'd taste delicious. That's just a lot of blubber, though. Alright, maybe he wouldn't taste delicious. I don't know, is blubber delicious? All I know is he's round. Spheal, the clap Pokemon. It is completely covered with plushy fur. As a result, it never feels the cold, even when it's rolling about on ice floes or diving in the sea. And that's your trivia for tonight. Giving it a spiel, sure. We're gonna nickname him Seal, like the singer. Isn't that how you spell it? I think that's how you spell it. Found one rubber candy. Heyo. That's good. Nope, I don't want the battles. Don't want to do that anymore. Spiel. Oh, it's level 30. I might have to catch it. No. Well, it's free experience. But yeah, so we have Pokemon Legends Arceus. That's Ice Ball. So useless. Like it's kind of useless, but I think it gets bigger each turn. I'll have to go back and check. I'm pretty sure the Ice Ball gets bigger each turn. That's what she said. Doesn't really work, but close enough. Let's switch to Cap. Why not? What's the Cap in your ass? Can I get a Max Repel? Thank you. Alright, so what was I saying? Pokemon Legends Arceus. Arceus? I say Arceus. I'm sorry. I don't like the hard C. Let's go over here. Maybe this is High Tide. No, I'm pretty sure this is High Tide. That's why we can get to these upper areas here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is High Tide. Big Pearl, heyo. Am I just gonna say heyo after every item? Probably. Nothing. Alright. What about over here? Is this the entrance? This might be the entrance. Yeah, this is probably High Tide. Because you would be able to see sand if it was low tide. And this little clumps of sand, that's where you get your the clumps of sand is where you get your shoal salts. So we might have no, there has to be one more. I can't imagine they would have 3 shoal shells here and then 5 in low tide. Or do I have to come back and harvest these again when it's... Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. So we got 4. I was going to say, I was like, there's no way that they have... It doesn't match. Items pocket. So, what do these even look like? Big Pearl. Oh, it looks nothing like the item. Can we use it? I wonder how much it sells for. And alright, nothing. So we're just going to escape rope out of here. Do we have an escape rope? Do we? Okay, cool. Yeah, so I will try to come back when it's low tide, and maybe like next episode or so, I will come back. Yeah, maybe like not. I'm not just gonna record 26 right after this. I'll like wait and pray that it's 4 hours later, or at least a different time setting. We'll see. I don't know how it works. Because really, there's no way to know when the 4-hour clock shifts. I don't think it's not like it starts at midnight, whatever time midnight is, and like every 4 hours from there. I think it's just like 4 hours from when you do your... I don't freaking know. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm sorry. Alright, repels effect wore off. So now we're going to do the other thing I said we were going to do. And we're going to head south. Head south, young man. Max Repel. Let's see, what's the best way to get there? Is it... Alright, I should go straight down from here. If I've gotten to the dive spots, I've gone too far. But yeah, it's super, like, difficult to figure out where you're headed here, because you just have a bunch of, like, crags and rocks and sea, and you're hoping, like, oh, I'm going the right way, but then you get to an area like this, and you're like, I'm stuck. Oh, wait, no, I'm not stuck. I'm not stuck. He's rotational, he's rotational, he's rotational, He boomed me, he boomed me. I love how these people are just training in the middle of the freaking ocean. Like, there are ways from sea. It's not like this is just, like, some beach. I mean, I guess realistically, if the size of the city is to be believed, and, like, the size of the towers to be believed, they're not that far from shore. Like, it's a reasonable distance away. But it feels more like they're in the open ocean and not like they're just like a couple miles offshore training. I'd love to know like the real distance. Maybe Pokemon Legends Arceus will kind of hint into like the actual size and scale of these regions, because it's a proper third-person game with like realistically sized people. Because even like the Switch games, like Pokemon X and Y, or not X and Y, Pokemon Sun and Moon, and well, that was a 3DS game, but the other one, what's the other one? Sword and Shield, like they felt expansive, but they never felt too big. Like they definitely didn't feel overwhelming. Like that, the grand, what was it called? Like the Grand Outback, whatever the crap it was called, that big area. Like that felt pretty expansive, but it didn't feel overwhelming. Like you could traverse that in a couple minutes. Whereas I feel like, oh, she scoped me, she sniped me. In the deep blue sea, my shattered blue heart finds comfort among waves. Now, she's a frickin' poet. She's an artsy chick. She's an artsy mofo. Swimmer Katie. Yeah, maybe Legends Arceus will give us some scale to the Pokemon world. Oh god, I just dropped the phone. That's cool. What else is new? We got other games coming up. Stray, I think I've mentioned that. I want to play Stray. I want to play as a cat. That'd be great. What's the other one? Oh, Sifu. I think Sifu comes out next month. February? I'm probably going to get it. Like, I liked... One of the games that I've never... Well, no, I did play for my channel. Like, 2 episodes of it. Maybe 3. Sleeping Dogs. I went through a phase where it was like kind of before I got into GTA Online, which is weird because I got into GTA Online kind of late. Sleeping Dogs, so good, like incredibly good, and it's mostly because, you know, what are with these dudes sniping me? Mostly because they managed to take kind of the kung fu, like the hand-to-hand combat, and merge it with a third-person shooter. Granted, the hand-to-hand combat was far better than the third-person shooting like ever could have dreamt to be in that game. Third-person shooting in Sleeping Dogs was not great. It felt more like an Uncharted game than a Grand Theft Auto game, or even like a Saints Row type game. But then again, I think, you know, Grand Theft Auto just defined the 3D shooter series, like in terms of its solid controls. I'm playing Ratchet and Clank from 2015 for the PS4, and it's awful. Like, the story is fine and the graphics are fine, but gameplay wise, it feels like the PS2 games, which I like the PS2 games, but they are definitely dated. And then you play, you know, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and that game feels incredible. Like I said in my part of what I'm playing, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart feels like Returnal. And Returnal has some of the best control I've ever had in a video game. And so it's just so crazy to like think and see and feel and realize that like third-person shooting isn't an easy thing to get right. It's just not. I'm definitely screwed. Like, I can't beat these guys because all my dudes are weak to freaking psychic. The people of Pacifidlog are a peaceful bunch. They never get angry. That goes for me too. Oh, that's not me, buddy. I'm always pissed. That's my secret. I'm always angry. Oh, so I'm always mad. I'm always mad. I screwed up. I screwed up the line. I'm basically the Hulk. That's basically how it goes. I'm just not, you know, bulletproof and invincible, but I'm about as angry as the Hulk. That's for sure. What was the game? So yeah, Sifu should be good. I'm excited. I think it works being a very stylized game. I hope that means like it gets a consistent frame rate, because the worst thing would be if you have like a, you know, tactily exciting game like that, where you're pushing buttons and all that, and then you get frame rate drops when you have a lot of people. Oh god, we have a lot of people on screen. That'd be awful. I realize I've been yawning a lot lately in my videos. I apologize, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm hoping like the frame rate is pretty stable, because I mean it should be. It's a freaking PS5, Xbox Series X game. Yo, these dudes aren't playing. So Sifu. Oh, there's another one I saw. Dokev. It's like some weird third-person role-playing game. It looks like a shooter, kind of like a Ratchet and Clanky type one, but also kind of Pokemon-ish, with like, I think there were monsters, but you play as like a school child, like a freaking. I thought it was like a Japanese school kid because it had like the yellow hat on. I was like, that's pretty cool. Oh, keep this in mind for later, viewers. Oh, okay. So this is the Sky Pillar. The door is closed. The door is closed. That's a reference. Yeah, so this is Sky Pillar. We're gonna come back here. I did not intend to go here. I'm pretty sure in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, which, alright, freaking screw me, because in Pokemon Sapphire, my original playthrough, never did that. Never caught Rayquaza. I just completely ignored it. Like, entirely and utterly ignored it. And I'm sorry, because, how do you just not catch the legendary? Like, that's what you're supposed to do? That's what you're supposed to do. I didn't do it, but oh my god, they're everywhere. But I will do it here. But yeah, I don't think that area is open in Sapphire. I'm pretty sure in the original game, it's blocked off by rocks, and then only after you beat the Elite Four, it becomes available. It's just kind of interesting. But yeah, I will definitely come back to that area. I will do the Reggie formations. I will get those fools. I'll get them all. I'll catch them all. I'm gonna try to do the what they call, like, the Eon ticket and some of the items. Oh god, not Game Pass items. What are they called? E-reader items? I think there's like a couple Pokemon you can get with the e-reader. So I'll try to do those. I can probably put some codes into the freaking game Shark. We'll have to figure out how to do that. I know you can put codes in, but I'm not sure. You have to do it I think you have to do it before you load the game, or maybe do it after you load the game and then you restart the game. I don't know. Let's just go Curb. Honestly, Rox is going to be like the most useful if he can stay alive. But we'll work together as siblings to take you on. Relly is the other one's name. Canth? Oh, I gotta catch a Relicanth. System Bro Relianian. What is that name short for? Relly? Can you pull moles? Like, can you pull a mole off your freaking neck? Will that kill you? Like would I just bleed out? I hope not. Because I kind of want to just pull one off. I gotta Google it, go to freaking WebMD or something. I'm not like a particularly moly person, unless you've asked all this, but there's one on my neck that's like, it's kind of hereditary. I think everyone in my family really has it, but I kind of want to just like pull it off. Granted, it's fairly easy to get them frozen off, I guess, but sometimes you just want to be destructive. Sometimes, you know how it goes. Oh god. Yeah. Anyway, what else is new? Wait, is this even on? Oh, it's on. Okay. I have one of those like air thingies in my room, and it has like a scent thing, and yeah, that was completely pointless. But here we are. Just listen. Just listen. It's beautiful. It's the Lily Cove music. And so, I talked a little about this before. I don't like that not every town gets its own music, but I think they did a pretty good job, alright? Slateport got its own music. Mauville shares its music with Rustboro, I believe, and Lily Cove. Fortree got its own music, surprisingly. Fallbur got its own music. Lava Ridge shares its music with somebody. Oldale Town, maybe? Doofer got its own music. Petalburg got its own music? I don't know. Little Ridge has its own music. All I know is they did a good job of like mixing the areas. Like certain towns that are really iconic, like Fortree. There's no other town like Fortree. It deserves to have its own music. Fallabur, there's no other town like Fallabur with its freaking ash and soot everywhere. So it gets its own music. Like I would love for Lico to have this nice symphonic waltz, but if any other town is going to share it, the peaceful Pacifidlog town deserves to have it. But we're going to leave it off there. I don't want to spoil too much of the town. We're going to leave it off there. This episode was episode 25. Yeah, sure. Episode 26. We're going to come back. We're going to fully explore Pacifidlog town. We're going to continue surfing to the west and see what lies in store for our surfing protagonist. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. So good, so peaceful.